We're live.
On a Thursday.
Happy Thanksgiving Thursday. The music says, we are live.
The Trispina Show.
Welcome, everybody. Guess what's going on? It's a day of gratitude. A day to celebrate gratitude with you.
Only this one day, though.
That's it.
After
just today.
that, no more gratitude.
None. Done. Over. So you probably noticed our set has changed a little bit. Guess where we are? Disneyland. Well, almost. We're at Rita's house. And Keith, of course. We're at Sabrina's folks. We just filled our bellies with yummies.
What did we eat?
Oh my gosh.
Stuffing?
No tofurkey. We did not have tofurkey. As you probably know, we don't eat turkey. We had potatoes. We had sweet potatoes. Oh boy. And we had...
Hey, Dave and Sandy and Jenna and Ron.
Hope you're having an amazing Thanksgiving. All right. So today, Sabrina, you put together a little something that goes like this. We've got a game we're going to play. We're all going to play the game.
Well, let me just tell you about this
How to use gratitude to quickly upgrade any area of your life.
That's right.
Here we go. All right.
That's right.
Let's play ball.
So we were walking the dogs, as you do.
As you do.
And it was probably, 3 or 4 days ago.
Yep.
And we were talking about gratitude, having nothing to do with Thanksgiving, just daily gratitude.
Being grateful.
And having a discussion. You know, we should just film our dog walks because they're really deep. They're really awesome.
We get great business ideas, great life ideas.
Anyway, we were walking and talking about how so many times that what we're grateful for, or what most people are grateful for, has to do with the past. Okay. That when you ask someone, what are you grateful for, they go back to some hardship that they had, something that they had to overcome.
And they're grateful to be on the other
past.
Side. Right.
So the feeling is still connected to the negative thing that we had to overcome at times. So for most people, like let's say with Tristan's back injury that lasted for a long time. So when he says, he could either say, you know, I'm grateful that I don't have back pain anymore, or it could be more along the lines of I'm so grateful my back is so happy and flexible and feels
strong.
So good.
Yes.
Right? And how it's important for us to keep our gratitude in alignment with what we want more of so that it has a positivity to it instead of being grateful of avoiding something negative.
It's a fine line though, isn't it? Because we are grateful to be on the other side of the hardships.
Absolutely.
But to really lean into what is that experience of gratitude that you're having? For me, when you're relating it to the back, I am so grateful to have a happy, healthy, strong, flexible back. And focusing on that empowers me to have more of that in my life.
Yeah.
However, I do want to be grateful for the transformational journey. I just don't want to be activating the hardship part of it and being, I'm so glad I'm not in that anymore.
Well, I think a lot of the times my compassion swells, my compassion and my gratitude, because I did experience something that allows me to have contrast, right? Like if you saw last week's episode, I mentioned that I had a pinched nerve in my neck, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. It was affecting my vision. It was making me a little nauseous, and it was a muscle spasm. And now that I'm able to sleep for longer periods of time, I'm really, really grateful for that. And it would never even occur to me to be grateful that I'm comfortable with my head on a pillow if I didn't have that contrast. So I think the contrast helps you to be more grateful now. But what we did on the dog walk, back to the doggy walk, that really fun game.
Yeah, we're all going to play in just a moment.
Is to future think and forward pace our gratitude of what we're looking forward to. And what did you had a beautiful way that you said it today. What did you say?
Paving the path of possibility.
Paving the path of possibility, to already experience the gratitude for what is coming our way so that you're really experiencing it now as your reality.
We did a quantum leap. For real though, if you think about some of the vision boards and things like that people have used for decades now, you're looking at visual goals of things that you would love to have one day. Most likely, right? We said, why don't we jump into the experience as if, and so we did a little energy hack, if you will, and we jumped into the gratitude and we looked backwards and we said, wow, I'm so grateful for,
Yep.
and then fill in the blank.
Ron, I'm sure you're really liking this because we did a
That's
similar
right.
exercise at the Austin Live event.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Ron came out to Austin and was part of an event. Some of others of you are here. And we said, we create this thing called a Satori storybook, which is basically a soul book, that which your soul sees as possible for you. And so we jumped into the future,
Yeah.
which is really in the now, and we experienced the energy of what it feels like to be so grateful for, fill in the blank. But I just want to add one thing to that.
Yeah.
Sitting here today with family, we got some family right over there. Hi, family.
We have a live studio audience today for the first time.
Not only puppies. So sitting with family and just truly being grateful for all that we have. And let's all just take a moment right now and just feel into that, like the grateful energy of this friendship that we have together here in this community, with your family, the health that you have, the prosperity that you have, all that is good, to feel the vibration of that right now. And then can we take that energy and bring that gratitude into this game?
Mm-hmm.
Because it gets enhanced. So do you want to explain how it goes?
Yeah, so as we are walking, almost like springboarding, like jumping on a trampoline off of the gratitude of now, we allowed it to be a gratitude of what is to come, to try it on, try before you
That's
buy.
It. Try it before you buy it.
And
you
so
love it.
Actually, one of the things we did is we're going to have an energy event, an energy challenge, an energy expansion, something in January. And we started thinking like, wow, I'm so grateful for that experience of going through a 5-day energy detox. I'm so grateful for all the transformation that happened to those people and all the new friends that are in our community. And we just kept talking.
Rolling with it.
And as we started speaking, we started saying things that we hadn't even thought of. And the more we said, the more grateful we felt and the more creative it was and the more we were tapping into our intuition. And now the more it seems like the reality because we're already grateful for it.
It's so cool. Maybe you've tried this where you go and test drive a car to see if you like it, or you go into a store and you try some clothes on or a new pair of shoes to see, how do I like this? Does it look good? Do they feel good? Do they fit? Well, that's what we were doing with energy. We were trying it on. We were experiencing this new place for our business where we're going to be having live events so people can come and learn how to grow their business as well. And to get giddy about it and to feel the event taking place, or it just took place. And when we tried it on, we were like, yeah, let's allow that. Keyword allow.
And by experiencing the appreciation for it, so gratitude can sometimes seem like thankfulness for something that's already happened, where appreciation, that word, can sometimes seem like you're in gratitude for something that's present right now. So by being in this appreciation with a future pacing, it really seems like it's just already done. That's the way it is. This is what we're doing. It actually allowed us to make a plan through the catalyst of gratitude.
And checking in with the energy, because sometimes what we think we want isn't exactly what we want. There's a certain feeling that we're going for.
Yeah.
So by playing the game and trying it on, if you will, as you said, try before you buy, we got to see, do we really love this vibration? Because what you're vibing, what you're feeling, what you're thinking is going to show up in your life, right? Mm-hmm. If that's the constant vibration we're putting out. So it's really a good idea to try it on, right? Like somebody told us at our live event, they saw themselves in this beautiful relationship with a man that they haven't met yet. And what's happening to her is men are showing up. So what you're putting out is coming to you. So it's really important to try the energy on and see if you love how it feels. Now, I want
and what we shared with this person that you're speaking of, this woman, is she's already grateful. So she had a relationship that has ended. She's in like an act 2 of her life. I think so much transformation happens for us when we're having to reinvent ourselves, either when we're going from one job to the next or from one relationship to the next, whenever there's this big change in our lives. And so she's allowing herself to be grateful and experience how wonderful it is to be with someone who is on a similar personal growth vibrational frequency as she is, as a soulmate, as a lover, as a husband. And so she's experiencing that right now, even though the person isn't physically in her life. So by conjuring up that gratitude, she's already in the experience of it. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the physical manifestation to show up rather than seeking that which you want from a place of not having is not going to give you the same end effect. Does that make sense? When you go at something from a place of I don't have it and I want it, the results that you get are going to be different than if you already feel like let's say an Olympic gymnast. When she is running towards that vault and she's going to do the handstand and the double spin, she's going to stick the landing and she's already feeling how great it's going to be. She's going to run. She's going to stick it. And the audience is 10, 10, 10, right? She's already experiencing how great that's going to be before it happens. That's going to have much different results than, I hope I stick the landing. Maybe someday. It sure would be great. You know what I'm saying?
I sure do. Well, and this may sound like a simple game, and it should feel simple, but when we were on our walk, we realized we don't do this often enough. And it felt really good to play it because the other sneaks in, doesn't it? Working towards something. Nothing against working hard towards our goals, but if we're coming from a place of, I don't really love where I am right now, and when I get over there, then it's going to be awesome. And I know that sounds super basic, but the mind tends to default to that. That's been programmed in for decades for many of us. So playing this game on a regular basis can really change the way that we're energetically vibing. I do want to add one thing, though, that a student of mine said that really stopped me in my tracks. I was on the phone speaking to him, and I said, so what are you grateful for today? And he said, Sensei, can't I just be grateful for no reason at all? And I was like, dang, when the student becomes the teacher. And I had to be quiet, and I was like, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. To be grateful for no reason at all. He says, I'm just grateful that I can be grateful.
Yeah.
So tune into the vibration of gratitude. What does that feel like in your body? Just to be thankful. The energy of gratitude. And then focus that onto what you love. So let's play the game.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned what you just mentioned. I'm almost ready to play the game.
We're almost there.
Because I just want to clarify that I'm not saying in any way that you should use gratitude as like a law of attraction hack or trick or anything like that. It really is about gratitude is what I am. Appreciation is who I am. And when the things that I'm grateful for and appreciating show up in my life, it's like a bonus because I'm already experiencing the joy of it.
It's not like we're trying to get something. We're just choosing to focus the energy in a way that's fun, playful, and abundant and of service to others. Now, Kathy asks a great question. She said, but how do you get that feeling when you don't have it? And that is such an important question because a lot of times we think, well, when I have the thing, right, external to internal, then I'll be happy. But the problem is it doesn't work that way, right? How many times people go chasing after the thing, and then what happens? They're on to the next thing or the next thing because it's not truly fulfilling outside in. So how do you go inside out? You just said, I have this experience of gratitude, or how you put it. For us, for me, I'll speak for myself, I find it in the simple things. Just being in stillness. Little Winston over here is sleeping next to us, and I'm just looking at this sweet little innocent puppy, and I just feel so much gratitude that he's in my life. When I close my eyes to meditate, and I feel this gentle flow of breath inside me, I feel so grateful that there's this thing connecting to me 24/7, giving me life. It goes inside and then goes out, and then you focus it.
Yeah, and Kathy, sometimes if the leap feels too big, let's say you're not feeling something and you want to feel this thing that's 10 steps in advance of you, that's too much to try to jump at one time. You might want to stop thinking about the thing that you want to feel good about and completely refocus it, like you just said, on your puppy, taking a walk, the beauty of nature, and kind of shift the mood, shift the energy vibration, do some qigong, do some movement. Notice the sunset, notice the breeze on your face, notice the leaves, the sound of the leaves as you're walking. And
The
as
simple
you
things.
shift into the vibration, that almost jumps you halfway there. And then it might just feel like a daydream. It might just feel like pretending. It might just seem like a silly idea, almost giddy. Wouldn't it be great if? How ridiculous would it be if? Let yourself kind of stretch beyond what the logical evidence mind is telling you is the truth. That's the only way we can push past those limited beliefs that we've set on ourselves, which seem, I know, like the truth, but they're only the truth because we believe them.
Yep, what we believe is becoming a thing. So let's take a moment and just be grateful for this moment that we're getting to play together. And I see so many of you here, and we feel so grateful.
How fun.
Tasia, Kathy, somebody just popped in. Who is that? Bara. Hi, Bara, Jenna, Ron. The gratitude of this connection that we get to share, and those of you watching the replay as well, right? People part of this community. I am so grateful. We are so grateful that we get to have this time together with you, truly. So just take a moment with that. Notice how it feels. And then go into something else right now. What are you grateful for?
Well, as what I was just saying about softening the steps forward, we sent an email to you this morning, to many of you that receive our emails, about how we had a little martial arts studio. Before that, we were teaching in a park.
It was a big martial arts studio.
Not at first. And then,
It got big.
And then we made some courses that you could buy and we'd ship them to you. And then we had programs that you could order online. And now we can live stream, right? If we had thought way back then about how it would feel to be able to connect with you live in real time on Thanksgiving and in front of mom and dad's mantle and talk to you in the chat, that would have seemed like really far-fetched.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to sort of be grateful for the increments because you have no idea where the vision can go until you're on the path.
So what are you grateful for right now?
I'm really grateful for the expansion that I feel in helping. So our mission has always been to really help others heal, help others get out of pain, help others have the life that they want to have. And the big catalyst was your back injury, and sharing our programs with other people who were in physical pain. And that has really expanded into helping others, coaches, consultants, experts, uplifters, course owners, who are also helping people expand, helping them expand their business. And I'm really grateful to have these connections and relationships with other people who have businesses and helping them to grow their business, so that it's just like that herbal essence commercial. It was like, and she told two friends, and she told two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on, and how it quantumly expands and changes. So I'm really grateful to be able to help so many other business practitioners expand and grow a lucrative business, so that other people can spend time doing what they want and sharing what they love, and spending time doing their passion instead of having a job.
And there it is. Can you get that little guy over there?
Yeah, this
I'll
one.
show you something I'm grateful for. And as Winston comes on to national television, why don't you type in the chat, what are you grateful for? And let's get the energy of gratitude flowing right here, right now. So I'm grateful for this little guy in my life. Yes. Pure innocence.
He's snorting, sleeping.
So if I'm ever stressed out or out of flow, this little guy knows. He'll come and sit on my lap. Like, I'll think, oh, I've got to get a bunch of work done. Maybe I have the laptop. He's like, that spot right there on your lap, that's for me. And he'll come and lay down. And he's always keeping me in check. And I'm so grateful for this little guy, right? I'm so grateful for this little guy, this little gal right here. I'm so grateful for these two friends sitting over here looking at us. I can tell they're swelling with pride, seeing their daughter I've got some pictures to show you in a moment of some other things going on around here. But what are you grateful for? What are you feeling a high vibration around in your life? And as we activate that energy, we're going to play Sabrina's game, and we're going to future pace into our lives things that we're so grateful that they happened. We're going to try it on. While you're thinking about and writing what you're grateful for, I'm going to read some of them and put them on the screen. So Jenna says, my ginger cat, 18 years. Aww. And Nancy says, I'm grateful for the big prize I'm about to win in this game. That's awesome. All right, keep them coming. And while you're doing that, what I want to do is show you a couple of pictures, and then I'll share some of your gratitudes in a moment, okay? So when I walked in today, I saw this. And this was, you'll have to tell us what this is all about.
Oh, wow. Stretch it bigger.
So like that. Lean out. There you go. Okay, so what is that?
Well, I grew up in Hampton, Virginia, Hampton, Newport News, Williamsburg area. And we went to the Coliseum Mall, and there was the guy there that says, hey, you want me to draw your picture?
Wow.
And an artist, or at least that's my memory of it. And Mom had me and my brother sit down, and he drew us. And
it's pretty cute.
It's been hanging on the wall ever since. Would you recognize me?
Maybe.
That was from 1977.
So I don't know if you can see behind us, but this is what I saw when I walked in.
Ah.
So beautiful. So Rita decorated the mantle. So pretty. And I saw this. And is that you and Larry?
No, but
No?
almost. Could be.
So these are some of the decorations that I got to see when I walked in. So pretty. And then some of you know that I've switched my diet, and I started eating turkey again. And this is my turkey. I don't eat turkey. And here's Sabrina's. So this was our wonderful meal.
He needed a little bird on his plate.
Anyway, that's some of the shenanigans going on. All right, let's see. What are you guys saying? What are you grateful for?
You know, and just it's totally awesome to be grateful for going from a breakdown to a breakthrough, or taking your mess and turning it into a message, or from having some type of constriction and now you feel more expansion. So please don't be afraid to honor that and be grateful for that. We're just saying add to that instead of just being grateful for what has happened. Let's start being grateful for all that is to come.
Beautiful. All right. Well,
tomorrow morning sunrise.
Play along a little bit here. So think into the different areas of your life that are important to you. Let's just go with environment, places that you spend a lot of time, like a home or where you do your work, and lean into how grateful you are for the transformation that happened to that space in 2020. I don't know if you're jumping forward a month or a year, it doesn't matter. Just wherever your consciousness goes, notice the change and feel in your tissues, in your core, in your being, wow, I love how my place is transformed. It feels so beautiful, so uplifting. And now if you have a business...
Talk about our kitchen.
I love our new kitchen.
What's our kitchen like?
It's so beautiful.
What are the counters
The new
like?
countertops are amazing.
Awesome.
I love that you picked out that particular color.
And the appliances?
The nice what is it? Brush steel? Whatever it's called. It's beautiful. It's like stainless steel. They look so pretty. I love it. And you know what? I love that new car you're driving.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll drive it too. So cool. It's a beautiful SUV. What about you guys? What are you enjoying? Isn't it cool? Like, think about your body.
I'm really grateful that I make time in my day consistently. I'm really grateful that I'm privileged to set aside 60 minutes every day to move my body. And that from that, I stay flexible and strong.
I love the way my body looks in 2020. It feels lean and toned. When I look in the mirror, I actually really like the guy. I see the discipline that he actually was really consistent. He, third party, right? went to the gym consistently, did his qigong every day, and there's such a high vibration. I can see it in my face. It really feels so great knowing that this body temple, even at 53, can be so vibrant and young and healthy. And you know what else I love?
What?
I love what happened in our bank account.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love how it's just overflowing. It's abundant.
Yeah.
How about you? Are you grateful for that? That there's this freedom, this financial freedom flowing in your life where you can relax, no stress, deep sleep because you're just in flow and everything is beautiful and abundant? Yeah. Doesn't that feel amazing?
And you know, some of the stuff we're saying, it could seem like, oh, isn't that nice that they're so positive? Right? And if you're saying that, you just should get a name tag that says Negative Nelly.
Come on now. Get with the program.
I just always try to tell myself that it's my choice. It's my choice in any moment that I can assume the beauty or I can assume the negative. Right? Like if somebody says something to you and then they walk away and you're like, well, what does she mean by that? I can assume that she didn't mean anything by it. It was a joke. Or I can assume she was really digging on me. So why don't I just go ahead and always assume the positive? Why don't I always assume that everything works out for me? Can we just start assuming I always make the right decision? Everything works out for me. That since it's always just what we're thinking in our head anyway, nothing is usually based on fact, that we assume the positive, that we assume the best in people. Even if it's not true, it doesn't matter. I'm just protecting what's going on inside my head because what goes on inside of my head affects my emotions, and my emotions affect my energy, and my energy affects my life and my health. So it's to my advantage to always seek the positive.
You guys are playing along so beautifully.
Yeah?
Yeah, so Nancy just wrote, I'm grateful for the handy person who arrives early every other Saturday to take care of the inside of my house.
Send them over
and
when
they
they're
are
done.
so skilled and cheerful. She's super clear. Isn't this awesome? It's such a win-win. I'm so thrilled and grateful to pay them. That's key. That's key.
You're
that
not
is awesome.
See, you really
You're a giver.
Said you made it about a circular exchange.
Win-win.
They give, I give. Right?
I love that.
It wasn't a taking. It was a give and receive. It was with balance.
But Chris is back up here. I'm grateful for my mother. This live with Tristan and Sabrina, the earth, chi, dreams, friends. I'm grateful for everything I take for granted. Grateful for life. And I want to land on that one with Chris because this game is not just about getting stuff. This game is about cherishing life and allowing ourselves to expand. It's not about the SUV or the money or any of that stuff. If you're going to play the game of life, play it in a beautiful, abundant way where you can help others, be of service, be in flow, be spiritually aligned. But at the end of the day, it's the feeling of joy and gratitude and love that we're after. We're just playing the game full on here. Because if you're going to be a creator, and you are, no matter how you spin it, you're creating every day, you might as well create consciously and abundantly, right? So this is a super fun way to up-level.
It's like this type of thinking, this type of gratitude is... So I was trying to explain to Tristan the other day, this is going to seem like
explain it to me.
This is going to seem like a real tangent, but if you could just hang in there with me, okay?
Just for a moment.
I was trying to sort of explain a little bit about the birds and the bees and where babies come from and how babies come.
It wasn't that. You were talking about in vitro and things like that. Yeah, you were explaining twins and fraternal twins.
Yeah, I was explaining identical twins versus fraternal twins and whether 2 eggs are released from the ovary or whether one egg was, right, or if it was 1 egg that split, or then triplets and the possibility of triplets being 3 eggs or 1 egg that split into
deep,
2 and another one.
Give me 1 second.
And then I was explaining that as soon as ovulation happens, the body goes, let's make soft, comfy blankets in case that egg wants to be fertilized, and it starts lining the womb.
It made so much sense.
It lines the womb with tissue and blood and all the goodness that it would take if this little baby was conceived and needed to lay down for 9 months, right? Yeah. So I feel like the positive thoughts to me feels like creating that inside of the womb, and that our thoughts and our desires and our longings, spiritual awakenings, are like little little everything. It's an idea is
Little
conceived,
conceptions.
and that gratitude is really keeping that womb so that it can be birthed, so that it can grow and be nurtured. Sometimes when you say your ideas to certain people that are negative, they just say, well, that's never going to happen.
Good luck with that.
Oh, you're just pie in the sky. Don't
Yeah.
tell those people your ideas.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
So this gratitude word that comes up so beautifully around this time of the year with Thanksgiving here in the States is a vibration that helps you to consciously create. So if you practice the art of gratitude, and don't make that just sound like another personal development course or a book that we bought, okay? But like
Practicing
really,
the art.
I'm going to be grateful now so that I can manifest blah de blah blah blah.
We're going to be grateful. Ready and
Go.
begin.
Oh, I'm so grateful. Wow. And then you're back to the other vibration. We're talking about
Done.
fully
I am complete.
awaken to the essence of gratitude, live in this high vibration. You'll be emitting that on the regular. And guess what's showing up? Everything that's in alignment with that. And this is just how it works. So it's a fun way to play at life.
Yeah.
I
think
to play
that
with you guys.
what I find is that when I'm constantly seeking to be appreciation, that who I am is appreciation and gratitude, the words, things just work out for me, aren't just words. It becomes more of my experience. And the thought of I always know what to do isn't just a thought. It feels like a reality. So it is about, wearing it, keep doing it, and then you
Try it on.
Try it on.
All right.
And then buy it.
Yes.
So many chats. I can't wait
look
to
at this
read them
good
all.
one. Jenna says, I think she's saying so grateful to be a health coach business from anywhere to anywhere, right? So a lot of the friends, you guys that are coaches and healers and teachers, that is an amazing thing happening at this time on the planet, is that we can go live, or we can have, a way to connect with people through the internet and be of service from anywhere in the world. It's truly incredible, and that's something to really be grateful for.
Well, at dinner today, we were telling an old story about how it was a Sunday morning 45 years ago, and we needed to know what time it was to make sure we got to church on time. You had to call. You had to call a phone number.
You did.
And a recording would come on and say, the time is.
Things have come
There
a long
wasn't
way.
an internet. You couldn't check your phone.
Yeah.
Things have changed
Not
so
to take
much.
for granted all that we have, right? These phones, these computers, this way of connecting. It's incredible. So much to be grateful for. So thank you. I think we're going to land our plane, if you will. We're going to land the Trisbrina Show plane. Typically it's date night and we head off, but not tonight.
It's time to eat again.
We're going to go eat again. Thank you for being a part of our lives.
Thanks for sharing your Thanksgiving with us.
And for being the type of ears that enjoy this conversation, all the contributions you made on the show tonight. Okay, we're going to dance it out. Have a beautiful rest of your tea day and every day. We are live on a Thursday. We are live.
The Thanksgiving Show.
All right, gang. Much love.
Thank you.
Bye now.